Hi Cancer, welcome to December and your December reading. This is Teresa. And before I do your reading, I want to call in some good energy and create some sacred space. So this month we have a full moon in Gemini on December 12th. And we have a new moon solar eclipse in Capricorn, which is going to fall in your relationship sector. And that's on December 26th. And that full moon eclipse, it's blessed by Jupiter, so there could be some opportunities coming up at the end of the month for love and commitment. So let's see what's happening for Cancer. What do the cards say? What does Cancer need to know about love and relationships for the month of December 2019? What is coming up for Cancer for relationships, for love, for December 2019? What does Cancer need to know about love and relationships for December 2019? What does Cancer need to know? Okay, let's see. Let's see what we have. What is coming? The High Priestess. The Ace of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Cups. All right, let's just make sure you can see all these cards here. The Ace of Swords and the Devil. Okay. So the Queen of, the High Priestess, this is a card of things happening behind the scenes. So secrets, intuition, spirituality. You might be working on something behind the scenes. So it could be a relationship that you're interested in, but you're not wanting to tell people about it. It's kind of hidden. It could also mean that you're attracted to someone who's very spiritual, very psychic. But at the same time, there is an element of secrecy around this relationship. So maybe you're not ready to go public with it yet. Or you're attracted to someone, but you're not letting them know how you feel. You're keeping things to yourself. Anyway, you have this new beginning, this Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands you have two aces actually. So there's a new opportunity coming for love. And even in career, the Ace of Wands, something is starting that's bringing excitement back into your life. That's making you feel enthusiastic. You may have come through a difficult time with the Ten of Swords. So something may have ended, some cycle of life, like that's really, you may have felt beaten and down for the count. Just the Ten of Swords is like a cycle is over. Whatever was stressing you mentally, whatever troubles you were going through, it's over. You don't want to give it any more energy. It's like you're done. It could have been a karmic situation, and that has now ended. And you've been kind of still struggling with that. But when you get to the Ten of Swords means it's over. Whatever, like, you've reached rock bottom, things can't get any worse, it's over. Whatever's been on your mind, if there was a relationship, you could have ended a relationship that wasn't working, or something could have just, it was time to end. So it's over. And you feel, at the time, you felt devastated by this ending. Because the Ten of Swords is like, look at all these. You could have felt betrayed, you could have felt stabbed in the back, you could have felt just exhausted, just beaten down by life. But there's hope. There's always hope with the Ten of Swords. There's always like a new horizon, a new dawn. But that was, and with the Nine of Wands here, you have this apprehension. It was like you're struggling to get past this Ten of Swords energy. You were struggling to deal with this ending. And the Nine of Wands is like, just when you think you're getting better, or just when you think you're recovering from something, it comes back to be dealt with again. Or something, comes back. So for some of you, it could be, a relationship that you broke up and then the person comes back and you thought you were done with them, or you had a problem in a relationship, you thought you resolved it, and then it comes back. It could also mean that you're working toward a goal and you felt like, I'm never going to get past this, I'm never going to reach my goal, and you may have felt like giving up. The Nine of Wands energy is like you're weary, you're tired, you've been through the mill. But the message of the Nine of Wands is not to give up, that you're really close to achieving a goal. You just have to keep trying. Just give it that one last push. So you have the Queen of Swords here. So this could be that you're dealing with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Or it could also mean that you're dealing with someone who is very hard to approach or very hard to read. And this could be why with this High Priestess, you're trying to use your intuition. You're trying to figure someone out intuitively. So you need to take time out to think and use your intuition. This person might have been through a lot of heartache in their life. And so they're keeping, they're hard to, they don't want to connect. They keep people at a distance. They have this wall built around them. And you're finding it hard to break through that wall. So you might feel like this person's a little bit harsh, judgmental maybe, too independent. This person's very independent. They don't need anybody. They have that vibe, like, I don't need anyone. I'm independent, I do what I want, But you're having this connection with this Two of Cups here. You could have a really strong connection with this person. And you have the Nine of Cups in your environment. That's a wish fulfillment. And you have the Devil card here, which is a card of passion and chemistry. So you could be connecting with someone. You're going to have the potential to connect with someone in December that you're really compatible with. And you're really passionate about. It's almost like I can't stop thinking about this person. I'm really almost obsessed with them, because the Devil card, there's like a compulsive quality with the Devil. It's almost like an addiction. And in fact, you might even be struggling with some type of addiction at the time. Either you or the other person. And if it's not, if you're not dealing with someone who has some kind of drinking or drug problem, then it's just very strong, passionate feelings, a very compulsive energy around the relationship. Like you're just drawn together, you can't break free, you can't, So even if you may not want to get involved, you feel compelled, you keep getting drawn in. There's like a really strong connection, like a magnetic connection, that's how I would put it. And it scares you a little bit. You have the Eight of Swords here. It's like you're afraid to reach out and take action. But that's the only way you're going to resolve this. The past is dead. You have this Ten of Swords energy, that's done. Don't let the past stop you from claiming the future. You have this Ace of Swords here. This is a card of taking action. It's a card of, if you want something, you're going to have to go after it. But it may take you some time, because this is, as a time card, this relates to September, October, November. So since this is a December reading, you either decided to take action in November and then you're going to see the results in December, or it may be you may wait till next November before you have before the relationship culminates. But there is a strong attraction, especially with this Nine of Cups, that it's a very physical energy, very physical card. So it's not just like, oh, I think you're wonderful, I love you as a person. No, you have the hots for this person. You have chemistry that is gonna, it may take a while for it to culminate, but it's going to depend on what you do. You have to let go of your fears and you have to take action. The Ace of Wands also is a time card for March, April, May. So it could be that things start in March, but you don't, and you take things slow, because Cancer likes to take things slow. But it culminates, like by the time, after 6 months or so, you're going to want more of a physical relationship. Because that's the outcome, the Devil. You're going to feel like, I think that part of it is because the feelings are so strong, You're afraid of being overwhelmed or losing your sense of self in the relationship, because you do have this really strong soulmate connection. And a part of you is afraid of it. As much as you want it, you're afraid of it at the same time, because you know how powerful it is. So you're at the crossroads here. Opportunity is knocking. What are you going to do? So let's see what the stars have to say. So your full moon is happening it's in Gemini in the 12th house. So the moon is in the 12th, the sun is in the 6th. And you have all this heavy energy. Saturn, Venus, and Pluto in the 7th house. So this is really Saturn, Venus, and Pluto in your 7th house. And you have Jupiter in the 7th, now that it moved into Capricorn. Jupiter is bringing you opportunity to form a very powerful connection, a relationship that will require commitment, will bring you passion, maybe sometimes power struggles, because Venus conjunct Pluto is power struggles and intense emotion and very passionate. But Saturn being there, Saturn brings longevity and stability. So Saturn, you'll be connecting with someone who will be with you come hell or high water, because Saturn, when Saturn commits, they stay committed. But it's going to involve work. You're going to have to work at this relationship. But it's going to be a very strong connection. It has the potential to be a strong connection. And with Jupiter there, this person is going to bring new life into and new opportunity, optimism. Maybe if you were going through a depression, it's going to bring new hope, chance to achieve a dream. Because Jupiter is trining Uranus. And let's see, where's Uranus? In your 11th house. So it could be that a friendship turns to love at some point in December. Or you make a decision around the full moon. There's also some health and psychological issues going on, because you have the full moon is in your 12th house, which is psychological, hidden, and the 6th house of work. So it could be that maybe you're attracted to someone at work, or you have some kind of psychological baggage that you need to work on and release before you can claim this relationship. You have work to do. But you also have Mars in the 5th house. So that's stirring up your romance sector and your children. So you might be busy with kids, or you might be busy with creative projects. The 5th house is the house of self-expression, romance. And this Mars is trine Neptune in your 9th house. So if you're connecting with someone, there's a potential to start a romance or start a relationship where you're having fun with someone, like maybe doing some type of creative thing together. But it's someone who is going to change your way of thinking. This person is foreign to you, because the 9th house is someone who is very different, like culturally, than you. So it could be someone who is either at a distance, long distance relationship, or someone who comes from a very different background than you have. And so they're expanding your thinking in some way. So if you've always believed certain things, or you've had certain preconceived ideas, this person has a lot to teach. You both will teach and learn from each other. It's going to be, and it could be very romantic, Neptune in the 9th, and very spiritual. You have like some type of spiritual connection. So Jupiter brings opportunity. Uranus brings sudden something out of the blue. So you could get like a sudden news or sudden connection, or meet this person suddenly. Something happens that you would never, when you least expect it. Uranus is the planet of surprise. But it does free you. It will free you from some kind of psychological burden. Or, where if you've been struggling alone, maybe trying to recover from this 10 of Swords, this new connection is going to help you to heal on some level. Then we have the solar new moon eclipse in your 7th house. Double whammy of opportunity to have some kind of relationship change, some new opportunity. This new moon is with Jupiter. Jupiter is on it. And also you have Saturn and Pluto, which Saturn and Pluto have been transforming your relationships for a while now. Pluto especially. It's bringing people like real intense connections. In the past, maybe relationships have felt like a burden, but Pluto has come to transform your life through relationship. And Uranus and Jupiter is actually bringing opportunity. So you're connecting with someone who is going to bring optimism and hope. Someone who's very active, very fun to be around. And the North Node is in Cancer, so it's time for you to start to nurture yourself. Take care of you. You've been taking care of everybody else all over the years. Maybe you've been concerned with everybody else's stuff and you haven't taken care of your own needs. This relationship can help you take care of yourself, to feel nurtured and to feel loved. And especially with Mars in the 5th, you're ready to have fun. It's like, I've done enough work. You know, when this relationship hits, when this opportunity hits, you're going to be having fun. You're going to find it's going to feel like a new lease on life where you can express yourself and feel free to express yourself because you're in good hands. It's like you're with someone, a kindred spirit, and you can just be you. And you don't have to feel, inadequate or, embarrassed to be yourself. Because the 5th house is the fun house. And with Mars there, and all this Pluto and passionate energy, and especially the devil in the reading, you're going to be having an intimate connection with someone by the end of the year. So get ready, Cancer. Don't let your fears hold you back. You can have that love that you've always wanted. That also includes passion. Don't let fear hold you back. And embrace this deep connection. Take action. It's waiting for you there. Opportunity is knocking. Like I said, you don't miss it. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope this was a help to you guys. And I want to say thank you for supporting this channel by commenting and liking and subscribing and all those things. And also ordering readings. That helps me continue to do this work. And I want to just say have a wonderful December. Enjoy whatever holiday you're celebrating, whether it's Christmas, Kwanzaa, Solstice, Hanukkah. Just enjoy and be blessed and be filled with abundance and love. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.